This is the deck that I used in the Dark Ascension pre-release, including a few pools that I want to show off. The first card was Drag Skull Reaver, which has Flying Double Strike, Lifelink, and whenever you gain life, draw a card, and it's 3/5, which was really nice. Um, Usually, if I could, I put a Vaccine Collar on it, which gives equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has Vigilance. When a creeper, when a creep, when equipped creature dies, if it was a human, put a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying onto the battlefield. It was really good because this could attack, doesn't have to tap, and then if somebody, it's kind of unstoppable. And when you play this, and you have this on the field, Drug Skull Captain, flying other spirit creatures you control get +1/+1 and have hexproof. So this is now a 5/5/6 with Vigilance, and it's hexproof. So you can't touch it really, especially in pre-release. There's only a few removal spells, and if it has hexproof, it can't be targeted. So that's a plus. So these were three good pools right there. That's like a great combo to win the game. I'm saying I only went 2-4 because I let one of my friends have the last game so he could place. But altogether it was a great time. But this was the combination for the deck that just put it over the top. I'm saying, like, every game I played, it was like the games that I did win, it was just like win instantly if I got all three of these. I'm saying it's a high cost of 7, but it's worth it. Now, you got Angel of Flight Alabaster, which say my captain gets removed and I get this, I get my captain back. So this was nice. I got Voiceless Spirit, flying first strike. It's good. I'm saying I needed a lot of spirits, so every spirit I had pretty much I threw in here. Anything that would really benefit me or keep my opponent controlled. Niblis of the Mist, flying. When Niblis of the Mist enters the battlefield, you may tap target creature, which was really good because I could play this, tap a creature, tap one of my opponent's creatures, and then I could attack, and that's one less blocker I have to worry about. So this helped out a lot, and it getting bumped up by the captain is really nice as well. I also got Niblis of the Urn. Whenever Niblis of the Urn attacks, you may tap target creature. So not only can I use Niblis of the Mist to tap a creature when it comes into play, but if I play this one, and it's on my after summoning sickness in my next attack phase, I tap this, and then I can attack with and then I can tap one of his creatures, and that's another blocker I gotta worry about. Now, I pulled 2 Hollowwind Spirit. It has Flash. When Hollowwind Spirit enters the battlefield, remove target attacking creature, blocking creature from combat. These are good because I can cast them as instants, and I can cast it during their turn because it has Flash. The only thing is that a lot of people would think that remove target creature, attacking, blocking creature from combat. They were thinking it was being destroyed. It doesn't get destroyed. It stays tapped, but it doesn't. The combat damage doesn't go through. So this was really good to like prevent damage. It's like fog almost, but just to one creature. And since we were running 40 card decks, I put in Shriekgeist, flying. Whenever Shriekgeist deals combat damage to a player, the player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. And this was really good because, say, since it's 40 cards deck, any cards off the top of their library just helps because, like, them not having cards is what you want, especially in pre-release. And I'm saying with our pre-release, we only got 3 Innistrad and 3 Dark Ascensions. This card right here, Flash. This would be like a potential game winner, especially like you can swing with all your flying creatures. Swing with all your flying creatures, and if he ain't got nothing to block your flying creatures, and you're down, and then your opponent, he or she, uh, then he or she would go into their combat phase on their turn. Well, this also has flash, so I can cast it as an instant. Whenever village or bellringer enters the battlefield, untap all creatures you control. So last turn I just swung with about say 5 damage. I play this in his combat phase. I untap all my creatures, and then I have blockers, and that just saves me. Then he would have. I would probably lose a couple creatures. He would probably lose. He would probably lose some. I would probably lose some creatures, and this was really good, and it's a good blocker too. It's got 4 defense, well, toughness. Okay, this is Elga, El, Elgwad Inquisitor, lifelink. When Elgwad Inquisitor dies, put a +1 white spirit creature token with flying onto the battlefield, which is good because if I can just get some tokens out, like that's a +2/+2, well, a 2/2 flying spirit with hexproof if I have the captain out. So this is good. So if it dies, it's not a big deal. It's just there for the lifelink, which I will be able to draw a card for the Reaver, and I'll be able to get a 1/1 token if it dies. My instant spells, we got Break of Day. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Fateful Hour. If you have 5 or less life, those creatures also are indestructible that turn, which is good because they can block it and they just survive. And I'm saying it'd be nice if it was like creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Fateful Hour get +5/+5, and trample. That'd be sick, but that'd be more green than white. Feeling of the Dread. Tap up to 2 target creatures. This helped me out a lot because it's got the flashback cost. So tap 2 of their creatures, flashback, and tap the other 2 creatures they have, and then swing with all your crap. And then that's a potential game winner as well. This card right here. Next we have Spare from Evil. Creatures you control gain protection from non-human creatures until end of turn. There's a lot of werewolves, zombies, vampires. I'm saying when you open a pack, you don't get many vampire, werewolves, or zombies. You really never get a lot of them. So I'm saying people were definitely running them as like a mixed deck, but this card right here, like it's like just saves your creatures right there. I'm saying unless they have like reach, like I played Reaver, and I was in my attack stepped, and I had the Vex and Collar on it, and I swung, and then I got to draw a card, and then I got to draw another card because it has double strike. This was my second card I played. I could have pulled this out and been like instant, but since I was being blocked with a creature that had a reach, it was really nice. And then that was the game that I gave away as well because I was down. I was down at 6, and he had that new artifact card that gives you like +1, and when it hit 30 life, it just flips, and you gain you tap it and it does 5 damage automatically to you, which would have beat me. And he really wanted to use that like for the game winner, so I just let him have it. But I could have used this, but it already killed my Reaver. But next turn I pulled out. Next turn I drew Angel Flight Alabaster, and I got it back. But I let him have the game anyways. Skillful Lunge. Target creatures get +2 and gain first strike of it till end of turn. This was just awesome. Like, when you play this right as like you declare your combat and they declare their blockers, and it's like bam, first strike. This card saved me a lot. Hysterical Blindness. Creatures your opponent control get -4 until end of turn. I had like a kid swinging with like that new ooze thing or something like that, and it just like brought it down to nothing. And I put a blocker on top of it, so I got no combat damage, and he was like literally about to win the game, and I came back and won it. Silent Departure, just a removal spell. I'll return target creature to its owner's hand. This was good. And it has flashback. I didn't use the flashback as much. I maybe used it one time, but it definitely helped me out. Spectral Flight, Enchantment Aura. Enchanted creature gets +2, and has flying. Just another card to bump up it, and it's only a 2 cost. And it lasts till the creature dies. And the last card is Sharpened Pitchfork. Equipped a creature has first strike. As long as equipped creature is a human, it gets +1/+1. This is good. I'm saying I didn't run a lot of humans. I only had 2 humans in the deck. But if I could bump them up and swing with them, that was nice. So this card helped out. And plus it's a 2-drop and a 1 equipped. And I pulled the Reaver in the first pack. Dragskull Reaver. I was like, oh, cool, Mythic. Next Dark Ascension pack, I pulled Hellvault. I was like, shit, another Mythic. And on the last Dark Ascension pack, I pulled Dragskull Captain. I was like, wow, another Spirit card to go with the Reaver. I was like, sweet. And then the next card behind it was Sorin, Lord of Innistrad. 3 Mythics out of 3 Dark Ascension packs. Talk about luck. I'm saying I only went 2-4 in the tournament, but I had fun and I got $75 worth of cards out of a $25 sign up fee. But altogether, it was really fun. Okay, that concludes this video. See ya.